In this video, we're going to explore about I-ABAP tools for analysis and the demos on the I-ABAP tools, followed by the exercises. I-ABAP tools for analysis. We have several tools which can be used for analyzing the I-ABAP code. To check the correctness of I-ABAP code, we have the following tools. The first one we can use to check the correctness is the I-ABAP debugger. We can use the classic way of debugging the code or the advanced way of debugging. The debugger helps find out if there are any bugs in the code or if the code is working as expected. We have the I-ABAP unit testing or I-ABAP unit, which can be used for unit testing the I-ABAP code. We'll need to write some I-ABAP unit testing class, unit test class, and then use it for unit testing the code. We have the static check tools, which comprises of the following set of tools: I-ABAP test cockpit or ATC, extended program check, code inspector, I-ABAP static analysis tool, and code vulnerability scanner. Now let's do a simple demo of how to debug I-ABAP program from Eclipse. This is a simple I-ABAP program which will check if the carrier ID supplied in the screen on the screen is valid or not, and accordingly display the data fetched from a slide table. Now, how to set a breakpoint here? I'll right click on this gray spot here, this line, and do a toggle breakpoint. So this breakpoint is set here. Now I can execute the program by pressing F8. I'm executing the program. I'll give something which doesn't exist. So there's no AA in scar table. Let's check the negative condition first. I'm going to hit execute. The moment I hit execute, the system automatically recognizes that the program is being debugged and it tries to switch to the debug perspective. So this pop up to confirm whether we need to switch to the debug perspective. I need to say yes, switch. If I don't want that pop-up to appear again and again, I can select the checkbox, and remember, the system will remember the decision. Now the control stopped here because that's where we put the breakpoint. I'm going to press F5. So F5, F6, F7 remains the same, the functionality. So this is F5, step over F6, F7, F8, and shift F12. So these shortcuts work exactly as it used to in SAP GUI. I'm going to press F5, or let me press F6. Now, if you notice the size Savarsi here on the right, the value is 4. Now, for whatever reason, if I want to change this variable value, I just need to click here and I need to replace this with a value, and then I need to press enter. See, the value gets changed. I will change it back to 4. Now let me press F8 because I don't want to go inside. Oh, okay, let me press F6. So it goes to the else condition, which is the message statement. I'm pressing F8. So we get the screen back with the status message saying invalid carrier ID. Now let me change this to a valid entry and execute again. Comes here, F6. Now size of ours is 0 here. So the selection would work. Let me press F6 and let's execute this select statement. Now, if I want to see what is the value for this P car ID, just double click. You see the LH here, which is what we entered on the screen. If I want to change it, I can do the same thing and put some entry AC. Okay, so let me change it to LH and press F6 again. Now let's see what is the content of this table. Double click this table. You see the entries here. These are the values. If I want to change the same concept, I can change it. So next, this display data method will get called and the data will be displayed. So let me press F8. We get the output here. So that's how we debug the ABAP programs in Eclipse. ABAP tools for analysis. This is second portion where we talk about the tools for performance analysis. The first one we have single transaction analysis. ST12 is the transaction code. SQL trace or SQL performance trace. ST05 is the transaction code. Global performance analysis ST30. SQL performance tuning worklist or SWLT. SQL monitor SQLM. Runtime analysis or SAT. Earlier it used to be called SE30. SAP code vulnerability scanner and coverage analyzer SCOV. Next step, work on the exercises.